Hello, my name is Caitlin West, and I'm a sophomore here at Grand Canyon University, and I'm making this video to explain how my life has been impacted by my self-concept, my self-esteem, and my culture. I come from a family of 8. It's me, my mom, my stepdad, my twin sister, my big brother, my 2 little brothers, and my baby sister. Being that I come from a huge family like that, I think my self-concept has been altered completely. I love my mom and I love my parents, but having so many kids, you don't really get that one-on-one attention, and I think that has also made me a stronger person, but I've also struggled with that completely. It's also times where I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel afraid to like other people, and I feel afraid that I won't ever be loved enough. So when that comes into play with thinking how I can communicate with other people, I use that as an opportunity to fix myself and see love from other people and gain that experience and just be able to understand how we are all loved and we're all seen through the eyes of God. That being said, I am a huge believer in God. I love Jesus with all my heart and completely put all my trust in Him. And that plays a huge role with all the hobbies that go in my life. I love surrounding myself with God-loving people. I love reading my Bible. I love singing worship music. I love spreading the love and joy of God. I love seeing His nature. So when I think about hobbies, I just think about His goodness and His glory and how I just want to glorify Him all the time. And when I think about something that has greatly impacted my life, I would think about Africa. I went on an Africa mission trip in 2016, and it completely altered my life. I saw good things, I saw bad things. My heart broke completely, and I just saw things that I never ever thought I would be able to see. And I actually went back a second time the following year to regain those experiences. When I went to Africa the first time, I wasn't really a strong believer. I went in and out of church my whole entire life, but whenever I was committed to God by myself. And coming out of that trip, I got baptized in Africa because I saw God and Jesus everywhere. I cannot even begin to explain how much I saw and how humble it made me believe that we should all be, because we see these things in Africa and people who have nothing, and they are completely just all for the Lord and just give all trust to Him. When I want to describe how responsible a person I am, I like to put it into perspective as to how I have become responsible. I'm a nanny here in Phoenix, Arizona. I nanny 2 kids, and that alone is a huge responsibility. Think about how I'm at school full time, I work part time, I try to balance my friends, my relationship with God. That just let alone makes me feel like I have grown tremendously within the last 5 months of school. I moved from California to Phoenix, and the past 5 months here have completely made me I want to say an adult, because before I moved here, I thought I knew it all. And I thought I could do this, but the first couple months here, I was alone, I was scared. I had to completely transition into this new world of just being alone and being independent. So when I think about culture and how that relates to me being independent, I like to think about how I grew up with my beliefs and how you have to be independent with God and just one-on-one time with Him, and how I grew up with so many siblings. I had to learn how to be independent. I can't just trust on my parents to do everything for me because they have so many other responsibilities they have to take care of. When I think about my self-concept, I just try to understand who I am and how I believe in things, and then when I turn to my self-esteem, it's if I believe that the things I believe in are good, if I see myself as a good person. And to be honest, I do think I am a good person because I try to love everybody. I try to understand where people are coming from. I try to put everybody before myself. And although putting people before yourself could also be a bad thing, I like to understand that I put it into perspective as to I am a good person and love everybody just as much as I would love myself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love other people. And that where self-esteem comes along. Because if you don't see yourself as a daughter of the King, as just beautiful and just beautifully made and wonderfully made, that you won't ever, ever be able to understand your purpose and your self-concept and your self-esteem. So, long story short, I just would like to say that those 3 concepts all go with each other. They all, without one, you wouldn't have the other. And let alone, if you don't have confidence in yourself and if you don't believe you can do the things that you are meant to do in this world, that those just all 3 won't add up, because without one, you cannot have the other. I would like to thank everyone for listening. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to share my story a little bit, and I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you.